Hello YouTube Nation and welcome back for a Jeremy review, a Wheelbreaker41 review if you will, as this is a long camera to see what we're going to do here. However, I'm trying to do things a little bit differently these days as thunder crackles and lightning happens and everything else outside. What I'm thinking about doing is not just a toy review, because I think the toy review is done a lot, and you can go and find these things, and you can get people that do them a lot better or often or whatever you want to call it. You can usually find yourself finding someone, and it is what it is. You either like them or you don't, and you'll go to the next one. I mean, it's kind of like a Walmart or a Target, you know, or wherever you go. You can go and get whatever you want. What I'm going to do is, if anybody knows me from back in the times of when I used to do this, I used to do a lot of collecting. I'd collect a lot, and I'd get a lot. I mean, I had a pretty good sized collection. Those days are since gone. I don't have that big of a collection anymore. The days of aircraft carriers and this and that and everything else, yeah, they're gone. And it hasn't stopped me from going in and getting a little bit more of the good stuff, if you will. But what I'm going to do, it's called kind of a worth it or not toy review by old Wheelbreaker. And what I mean by that is anybody can sit here and go, hi, this is Man-at-Arms. He is la-da-da-da-da, and let me read the file card to you, and he got some of this and some of that, and hoochahashis and everything else. Which is cool, and it's fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. I did it for 4 years or whatever it was, and it's fun. For me, personally, I'm just going to try something different. Just let's jump out of that box and do something. So, I'm going to do worth it or not reviews. Toy reviews, but are they worth it or not? Obviously, you can tell we're going to do Man-E-Faces. Cool little figure. I mean, as you can see here, it's cool. It looks kind of like the old one. Got its updates. Got its nice little turny head. It's got man face. It's got robot face. It's got beast face. You can also do Skeletor. You can do Orko. And you can do He-Man. Now, I think that's cool that they gave you another head. I think that in those accessory packs they do, it'd be cooler if they had more heads. It'd be cool to have Man-at-Arms or Tila or Evil Lyn or somebody like that to go about with it. Now, for me, Man-E-Faces, that turnstile up here, that is his gimmick. That is the classics gimmicks. That's the original gimmick. That's why he's called frickin' Mini-Faces. So, how I'm doing this is there's some categories that we're going to go through here, so is it worth it or not? First of all, you get Mr. What's-His-Name. Mr. Man-E-Faces here was on Matty Collector, 27 bucks. Okay? At the time, it may have been a little bit different. I don't remember the exact price when he came out. You can get him on eBay and Amazon and whatnot. You can get him for about 30 bucks plus the shipping. So let's call it $35. So, is Man-E-Faces worth it? Let's find out. Collectability for Man-E-Faces. I don't think you can have a toy collection of He-Man, Masters of the Universe, or anything without Man-E-Faces in it. So, collectability on this, out of a 10, I'm going to give him a 7, because I think you have to have him. It's like having a He-Man collection without He-Man in it. He's one of the guys that was always in the cartoon, and he has to be in it. How hard is it to find this? Well, if you go to eBay, there's a ton of them. If you go to stores, well, they don't sell it in Matty Collector. They don't sell it out in the toy stores like Toys R Us or whatnot. So therefore, it's kind of hard to get a hold of unless you got an eBay account and you want to fork out some more money. So that $30 may raise up to $40 because the time has passed for it to come and go. Therefore, I give him a collectability of 7. Hard to find, I give it a 7 because it is hard to find. You can't just go to Walmart and purchase the thing. It's not a toy you can just go and grasp and you're just lucky to get him at Toys R Us. Now, if they throw him into Big Lots here in America, maybe, yeah, you got lucky. You get him for 10 bucks and then all this goes to hell and back. But that is what it is. Now, the quality of this toy. Mine personally, and I've ranted and raved about Matty Collector's toys a lot, and there's a lot of things that suck about them. Look, but look at this. Look, oh, got some good ankles. That's a good thing. This toy, let's just take a look at it. I mean, the detail on him, it's great. He looks awesome. Front, back. It is an absolute 2012, 13, whenever it came out, version of the 1980s toy. Like I said, you can have him in his robot mask, which looks or his human mask. You can change him over to his robot, which looks exactly like the old one, and then you can pull it over to the beast mask. The gun is an absolute replica and update of the old one. It's got the articulation that everything has. Cool thing about this, which is added, they could have stopped right there, and they could have said, that's all we need. All we need is that right there. And it's still been good. But you pop the little hood off, you pop his head off, which, by the way, this is the first time you can ever do this. Pop the good old original heads off here whenever you find it. It's got to be on a certain way, and we throw on the cool little accessories of 3 more faces that he can be, which is cool, because Skeletor, I'm here to tell you, he looks cool as Skeletor. He also, I think, looks halfway decent as He-Man. You just really can't tell. It looks more of another human, but it's still cool knowing that He-Man can be on many faces. And I think it's possibly my favorite, Orko. I think Orko, the little purple and the purple matches there, it's cool. But, so, quality of toy, is it worth it? I give this one mine, and I know there's variants from it, but I give mine a 9 out of 10. I think the quality of this toy is fantastic, and I think it belongs on a shelf or to be played with. I think it's awesome. eBay, the great thing about this toy is that this one particularly, eBay hasn't inflated the price. Now, I lie. It did inflate the price. It hasn't inflated it to where you're getting a $100 figure or anything like that. It's not Ram Man. It's not Beast Man. Anything like that. So, we're saying that you should pay about $30 plus shipping for this guy right here. Me, my personal opinion, is it worth it? Absolutely. Because that is $5 for every head that you get. And I think that's $5 well spent just to have a Manny Faces with an Orko, He-Man, Skeletor, his normal face, his robot face, or his beast face. I think it's worth every cent of it. Now, this is kind of how I'm going to be doing these little thingies. It's the what it's worth of toy collecting. First one we did, Manny Faces. Be on the lookout for more. Hope you all like it. Check out Back to the 80s, the podcast. It happens every week there. I'm not going to be on it every week, but I'll be on there from time to time because Glenn let me back on the mothership, and I think we had a good time. So the party follows the Jer Bear. You all have a good time. See you later. Bye.